Welcome to Hivika Technologies. For more updates, please like and do subscribe.
Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you and your loved ones are staying safe and doing good. So, today I'm just going to show some kind of a gaming, that is a guessing number game. You might seen this in UiPath. So today we are going to build the same in Automation Anywhere. Okay, so the requirement is we wanted to guess a number between the range 1 to 999 whenever bot starts, right? So Automation Anywhere will generate a random number which is between 1 to 999, and then user will give a number between the same range, and then once the user input is given, and it will validate, the bot will validate whether the given number is a valid number or not. So if the number is not valid, it will throw a message box saying please enter a valid number, and it is going back to again user input. If the number is valid, then it will go and check whether the user given number, input number, and the random number which is generated by Automation Anywhere is same or not. If both are same, then it will show your guess is correct, and then again it will ask a user you wanted to play again. If user say yes, then again it has to loop through the same process. If user say no, the bot has to stop. For example, if the guess is not correct, right? If the guess is not correct, which means the guessed number by the user and the random number is not equal, then it will check whether it is a greater or lesser. If it is greater, then it will go and say a message box saying your guess is too high, guess another number, and then it will just go ahead with the same prompting for the user to enter a number and same process. If the guess is lesser, then it is going to show a message box saying your guess is too low, guess another number. So this is what I am going to do in Automation Anywhere. So when it looking to the different commands which we are going to use it for, this will be prompt command. Under that we are going to use value and prompt for value and prompt for yes or no, and the loop command. Under that we are going to use a condition and if else under that variable, and in string operations trim as well as find, and variable operation we will use and message box and variables value and random variables. Let's move on. Let me open my client. Let's create a new task. So let me create first a random variable. So I just given v random and just made the type as random, and I just given random number range from 1 to 999. Sorry, 999, and then I will just create another variable which is v random fixed. So if I directly use a random number wherever I want, that every time generate a new random number. So I don't want to do that. So that's why I just created another variable random fixed, and I will just say v user guess number. So this is to store the user input, and the other one will be, let us say, v valid number. So I just checking valid number or not, and then we'll create if required any other variables on the fly. Okay, guessing number again. Let me take variable operation. So in the beginning itself I'm just fixing my variable. Let's take a variable operation, and I wanted to assign it to random fixed, which is vrand. You can see vrandom. So I'm just fixing, and then what I can do is I will just take a loop condition. I will just say let's take a variable. Let us say random fixed number is not equal to guess number. We use a guess number. So when that is not equal to, it will go ahead and loop, right? Initially I haven't given any value to the user guess number, so that is why it's ultimately not equal. It will go inside the loop. So here what I can do, I will just prompt for value. We have a prompt command, right? So we can just use prompt for value, and you can just tell on the desktop, I'll just say please enter a valid number between 1 to 999. Okay, and I will assign this to one of the user guess number value variable. Okay, so once this is done, I wanted to apply a trim operation. Maybe sometimes you might do enter, or you might do some spaces beginning or ending of the number, right? So what I can do is I will just use a trim. Trim. I will just take the source string as guess number, and I'm just trimming, and I'm assigning it to the same variable. Okay, and what I can do is, again I will going to use a replace. If somewhere in the middle also some spaces comes, right, that time it should not fail. It has to be removed, that space, and it should continue, right? So I'll just take this and find a space and replace with nothing. Okay, and I'm going to assign it to the same variable. Even in case if in the middle some spaces comes, unfortunately when you type it, some space has been entered in between the numbers, then it is going to remove that space and take it as a valid number. So okay, so I just trimmed the spaces, and I just trimmed the I just removed the spaces within the letters, within the numbers also. And now I wanted to check whether the input is a valid number or not. So let's use some string operation find. We have a let us say this is the one I need to check. Let us we have some regular expressions to do this. Cap 0 to 9, close brace, star, dollar. Let me show you that. If you want, even you can Google, you can get this, right? Either you can get this. If you can Google it for this, how to validate a number. It's a kind of just directly search for how to validate regular expression for validate a number. You can just enable this and uh, v valid number. I'm just going to give this. Okay, so then I'm just checking this output. See, if the number is valid, it is going to return as 1. If the number is not valid, it is going to return as 0. So here I'm just going to take a if condition. So inside the if, I am just going to take a variable. Let's take this and compare. So number is valid is equals to 1, which means the number is valid, right? Else let me take else. I will just take a message box. I will just let user know that this is not a valid number. Please enter a valid number. Example. I'm just giving example also. Just like that, I just given likewise. Okay, so if the loop is comes to here, then what I need to do is I wanted to continue, right? So in the loop command you can see continue loop, so that again what happened, it will go here, it will ask take these values, it will just go here and take these values. If it is correct, that is fine. Okay, so I don't wanted to make you confused by writing a entire logic here itself. That is why I'm just going out of the end of end if, and I'm just going to build the logic for the rest of the things. So till now what we have done is, so we are done this and we are done this. Now we are testing this, right? And we have done this one also. Now we are going to do this match, whether the input is equals to the random number or not. So we are going to build this one now. Okay, so let's take a if condition again. If you want, you can just write the entire code here itself, but I don't want it to make you guys confused, so I'm just taking out of the outside of the if condition. Okay, so I'm just checking control random fix is equals to the number user given, right? If both are equal, which means your guess is correct. Okay, let's take a message box. Your guess was correct. I'll just say congrats, your guess was correct, and I will just show the number which the user guessed. Okay, so and then I mentioned if the guess is correct, right? What are we going to do it? We are going to show this your guess is correct and the number also, and then we are going to ask you want to play again. Say let me take another variable, user choice. Okay, so this is, I'm just taking a value type itself, that's fine. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a prompt for yes or no. Just going to take this. I will just say you want to play again. I'll just say guessing number game, want to play again. I'll just say this question mark and I will just mention yes / no. I will just going to save this under the user choice. Okay, if let us say user say yes, again I wanted to check a if condition, right? If user says yes, I wanted to loop through it again. If user choice is yes is equals to 1, I guess if it is yes, then it is going to be, I'm not sure whether why yes, let's give that, we'll see. If it is yes, then what it has to be done is it has to generate a random number again. So what I can do, I'm just taking this command here and paste it here. It is going to generate a new random number than the older one, and then I'm just going to use continue loop. Once this is done, I'm just going to use continue loop, which means again it will go here and ask for enter a valid number between that range. In case if user say no, right, else we wanted to work for else also. So in case if user say no, I will just say message box saying thanks for playing, come back again. Thanks for playing. Whatever the message you wanted to customize, you can do it. I hope you enjoyed the game. Thanks for playing. Okay, so I'm just going to give this. Okay, so this is done. Now I just wrote for when it is equals, right? So if it is else, if it is not equal, then I need to check whether, see here, equal, I just done this entire one to loop through again. So when it is not equal, I need to check is it a greater number or it is a lesser number, right? Let's go back and take a else if, and that is also be a variable. So here I'm just going to take variable again. So let us say guess number, user guess number is greater than, let us say random number. Let us say what I wanted to say, your guess is too high. Let me see, your guess was too high. Yes, another number. So if I don't show the what exactly the number he guessed, it's little difficult for him to understand, right? So what I can do is I'm just going to show that number as well. We user guess. Okay, that's it. So it's going to be guess another number. Okay, so if it is another way, which means lesser, let me go here and change the condition less than equal to this. Then what I need to do is I just take this and go here. Your guess is too low, guess another number. Okay, then it will be again loop from here. Correct. Let me save this and test it whether it is going to work or not. Okay, let me run this. So it is asking a number. Let me give 123, or let me give 500 anyway. The range is 1 to 999, right? So your guess was too high. Guess another number. Okay, let me say 400 or 250. Your guess is too high again. Let's say 150. Your guess is too low, which means the number is between 150 to 250. Let us say 200. Your guess is too low again, 225. Too low, 235. Again too low, 245. So it's a too high. The number is between 235 and 245. Let us say 240. It's a too low. Let us say 242. Too high. So which means we already checked the 240 and we checked the 242. It is saying too high. The remaining number is 241. This is the actual number which is generated by the system random number. So you got a message saying congrats, your guess was correct and the number is 241. I'll just say okay, and it is asking you wanted to play again. Let us say no. It just said I hope you enjoyed the game, thanks for playing. Okay, so we have done the positive testing. Let me try with giving some kind of a invalid number. Let's say 1 2 3 and ABC, something I have typed. Let's do this. So please enter a valid number. Okay, let me give 1 2 space 3. I'm just giving the space also, so it should be treated as 123 instead of this space. I just already used remove or replace space with nothing, and the trim option also. Let me do spaces at the beginning and at the end. So if I don't take care of trimming and the spaces removal, it is going to be invalid number. So now it is treated as a actual number and it is going ahead, right? Let us say 400, too low, 500. It's again too low. 600. It's too low again. Let us say 700. It's too high. Let's 650. Too low. 675. Too low again. 685. It is too low. 695. Too low. 697. Yeah, your guess was correct, right? Let us say okay. Now I will check this condition. So here previously I just given no, that is why it just ended. Now I am going to give my yes condition. Let us select yes. Sorry, yes. Okay. Let us say 500. Guess is too high. 250. Too low. 350. Again too low. 450. It said too high. Let's guess another number. Let us say 400. Too high. 375. Too high again. 365. We already checked 350, I guess. Too low. So which means 370 and 365 and 375 between the number lays. Too low. 370. Let us say 3. Too high. 372. Okay, so the number is 371, right? So this is how we can just build a game. Okay, so in terms of the commands, what we have seen in this is we just seen the prompt for a value and yes or no, and the loop condition, and else if, sorry, if else under the variables. Trim we have used, and find we have used even, and replace also we have used, right? And variable operation, message box, and variables, values, and random. I hope you enjoyed the game. To get more updates on my further videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
I hope this video helps you. To get more updates, please like and subscribe the channel.
Please leave your comments and questions in the comments section. We'll get back to you.